When Princess Anne and Princess Charlotte walked into Queen Camilla's private bedroom expecting routine, a shocking discovery left them reeling. What they uncovered was utterly staggering, threatening to change the royal family's image forever. They stumbled upon a letter concerning Princess Diana's final days. For years, the royals have been shrouded in secrets, some buried deep, others hidden openly. But nothing prepared them for what lay in Queen Camilla's private room. Inside a drawer was a letter, handwritten by Princess Diana's mother, Frances Shand Kydd. Its words were so disturbing they silenced the entire royal family. It wasn't just the content, but the tone, timing, and shocking revelations about Diana's deep pain, isolation, and battles behind palace walls. Even her mother struggled to grasp the emotional wounds detailed within. Haunting questions arose about the pressures Diana faced, who failed her, and why this letter remained hidden for so long. Why was it found there, and why the secrecy? Before her tragic death, Princess Diana's mother, Frances Shand Kydd, penned a note that stirred controversy for decades. It wasn't just a farewell, it was a reflection wrapped in pain and mystery. To grasp its impact, we must look at Frances's story, one of struggle and complicated love. Born Frances Ruth Roche in 1936 on the Sandringham estate, she was surrounded by royalty from the start. Her father, Baron Fermoy, was close to King George VI, and her mother was a lady-in-waiting to the Queen Mother. Frances bore the title the Honorable from birth. Growing up in the upper class meant rules and appearances. Emotions were suppressed, and a woman's future often hinged on marriage. At just 18, Frances married John Spencer, Viscount Althorp, at Westminster Abbey in 1954, a grand event attended by the Queen. As the youngest woman married there in 50 years, perfection was expected. Together, they had 5 children: Sarah, Jane, John, who died shortly after birth, Diana, and Charles. Outwardly, the Spencers seemed picture perfect. But behind closed doors, their marriage crumbled. Frances felt trapped by royal expectations and an emotionally distant husband. Deep unhappiness set in. Then, in 1966, she met Peter Shand Kydd, a wealthy wallpaper heir. They connected quickly, and in 1967, Frances made a shocking choice. She left her husband for Peter. This ignited a major scandal. Divorce was rare, especially for mothers of young children. Whispers followed, newspapers detailed everything. The worst blow came during the custody battle when Frances's own mother testified against her, siding with John Spencer. Frances lost custody of all her children, including Diana. This left a deep wound in young Diana's heart. Her mother was suddenly gone, and a judge decided she'd stay with her father. Diana felt unchosen, abandoned. Though Frances loved her children, the court's decision and her mother's betrayal left her powerless. In 1969, Frances married Peter Shand Kydd, moving to a Scottish island farmhouse, hoping for a new start. But the pain of losing her children, especially Diana, lingered. As Diana grew, her feelings towards her mother became complex. Love mixed with hurt and distance. Diana often said she felt abandoned as a child. Close to her father, she still carried the pain of her mother's absence, unsure if she could trust her affection. Their relationship remained strained. In 1976, John Spencer remarried Reine, Countess of Dartmouth. Diana didn't get along with her stepmother, feeling misunderstood. Meanwhile, Frances and Peter Shand Kydd also drifted apart. By 1988, Peter left Frances for his first wife. This second heartbreak devastated Frances. She'd lost her first marriage, her children, and now the man she'd sacrificed everything for. Blaming public pressure, she retreated to Scotland. But the spotlight found her again in 1981 when Diana got engaged to Prince Charles. Suddenly, the world watched Francis too. Diana's royal wedding felt like a personal triumph for Francis, a return to favor. But history repeated itself as Diana's own marriage crumbled. She struggled with royal life just as Francis had. Though Francis saw her daughter's pain, their relationship lacked deep comfort. Too much remained unsaid. Then, in 1996, Francis betrayed Diana deeply. She gave an interview to Hello magazine, saying Diana was happy to lose her HRH title post-divorce. Diana felt utterly betrayed, leading to a major rift. They stopped speaking, tragically never reconciling before Diana's fatal crash in 1997. Francis was heartbroken, losing her daughter without making amends. The regret weighed heavily, knowing they weren't on speaking terms. In her final years, Francis stayed quiet, found comfort in Catholicism, and focused on charity work. Here's the most intriguing twist: the silence after the storm. While the world mourned Diana, Francis presented a graceful front. She released a handwritten note. She wrote, "I pray for her and the two men who died with her. I thank God for the gift of Diana. I give her back to him with my love, pride, and admiration, to rest in peace." But Diana's former butler, Paul Burrell, made a startling claim. He accused Francis of destroying Diana's personal letters after her death, wanting to erase parts of Diana's life that didn't fit the desired image. If true, Francis was trying to control Diana's legacy even in death. Burrell, determined to protect Diana's truth, moved some belongings, sparking a legal battle. He was charged with theft, but the trial collapsed when he revealed the Queen knew. This exposed raw family tensions and differing ways Diana's circle handled grief and guilt. Was Francis a grieving mother, or someone silencing the daughter she never understood? It painted a picture of a woman torn between duty, regret, love, and reputation. The idea of destroying a daughter's memories is painful. Diana's story is heartbreaking. Her mother's adds layers of missteps and unresolved pain. When personal wounds meet public duty, truth gets lost. The fatal crash on August 30th, 1997, only deepened the silence. Trying to escape paparazzi, Diana and Dodi Fayed left the Ritz Paris. Their driver, Henry Paul, had been drinking. Speeding through the Pont de l'Alma tunnel, the car crashed violently. Firefighter Xavier Gourmelon recalled Diana's quiet, heartbreaking last words before she was rushed to the hospital. Her injuries were too severe. Diana passed away. The world stood still in grief. While the public mourned, behind palace gates, old tensions flared. As Diana was hailed the people's princess, some royals saw it differently. Francis Shand Kydd's behavior drew criticism. While mourning publicly, those close to Diana questioned her sincerity. Was she grieving her daughter, or a carefully crafted image? Behind polite statements lay a painful history Diana never healed from. Diana herself revealed her mother let her down terribly at the wedding, crying and unable to cope, leading to years of silence. Francis's behavior drove Diana mad. In Diana's final months, Shand Kydd's letters were returned unopened. Journalist Richard Kay believed the Spencer divorce heavily influenced Diana's own marriage problems, noting similarities between mother and daughter. Francis, he claimed, was like an older Diana, with undeniable friction between them. Others suspected envy fueled Francis, resentful of Diana's global popularity. Shockingly, in a 2017 documentary, Francis admitted she often saw Diana as a rival. Paul Burrell recounted a hate-filled phone call from Francis just months before Diana's death, attacking her associations. After that call, Diana cut off contact completely. It was their last conversation ever. Despite all this drama, Diana's legacy thrives. Millions saw themselves in her kindness and struggles. It echoes in her choices and lasting impact. Diana Spencer was young and shy when she entered the spotlight after engaging Prince Charles in 1981. Her life changed forever. As Princess of Wales, cameras followed relentlessly. Though nervous, she grew into her role, loved for her warmth. Unlike distant royals, Diana felt approachable. She genuinely cared, holding hands with AIDS patients when others feared to stand close. Her touch broke stigmas, showing everyone deserves dignity. She became a true humanitarian. But Diana's personal life shattered. Her marriage to Charles was cold. His feelings for Camilla Parker Bowles were clear. Diana felt lonely and heartbroken, famously just wanting to be loved. Her relatable pain wasn't hidden forever. She started speaking about her eating disorder and depression, unheard of for a royal. By sharing her heart, she opened vital conversations about mental health, showing even princesses could feel broken. After separating from Charles, Diana found her power. No longer just a princess, she was a woman finding her voice. She championed causes like banning landmines. Her confidence soared. Her relationship with the press was complex. They made her life difficult, yet she used them to highlight crucial issues. Some accused her of manipulation, others praised her savvy. Diana knew the camera's power. Sadly, her life ended abruptly in that 1997 Paris crash. Global grief was immense. Her death changed perceptions of the royals, showing her profound public impact. Years later, her legacy endures. Princes William and Harry champion her causes, carrying her values forward. William noted the public grief softened British society, encouraging openness about feelings. Diana wasn't perfect, but she was remembered for trying. Critics called her emotional or rebellious, but admirers saw courage. She used her flaws to connect, becoming a symbol of honesty. Diana was also a massive fashion icon. Her style sent messages. Early romantic dresses gave way to sleek, powerful suits after her separation. The revenge dress after Charles's confession and her White House dance gown became legendary. She worked with top designers, matching outfits to the moment, often showing cultural respect. In 2002, Britons voted her third greatest Briton ever, above many monarchs. Time magazine named her one of the last century's most influential women. These honors show she was more than a princess. She was a force for change. Today, Diana's name still evokes kindness and vulnerability. Her struggles didn't stop her from helping others. She tackled mental health taboos and stood by the forgotten, all with grace. If you liked this video, subscribe to our channel and leave a comment and hit the like button. Thank you.